thrilled to present to you today 10 secrets of booking 51,927 meetings and how you can too. And by the way, like we had mentioned, introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you joining us from in the chat below? I'd love to hear from everyone in the chat. We look like we got India, we've got Columbus, we've got Sarasota, Florida. That's awesome. We've got Maryland, Maine. Amazing. Andrew, great to meet you. Stephen from Gainesville. Awesome to have all of you guys. And I want to make sure you guys stay until the end because we've got two special gifts for you. Two special free gifts for tuning into this session today. So if you stay until the end, I'm going to get you a copy of the #1 best-selling book, Sales Secrets. I'm also going to get you a free license to Seamless.AI so that you can find emails and cell phones for anyone in the world. And throughout this presentation, we're going to be taking Jeff from Boise. We're going to be taking chat. We're going to be taking interactions. So super thrilled to have with you here today. Also, lastly, we are hiring 125 remote full-time SDRs anywhere in the U.S. So if you have anyone that you know who is dying to work at a top SaaS company, let us know. Apply at seamless.ai/careers. Let's get into it. So who's this presentation for? This is for SDRs, AEs, VPs of sales, sales ops, marketing ops, anyone in sales, marketing, entrepreneurship, recruiting that is looking to dramatically increase sales. Maybe it's just for salespeople just starting out in their careers, salespeople who may be stuck, as vets or as novices. This is also for top salespeople who want to level up their sales career. And what we're going to share with you today works in any industry: software, IT, marketing, human resources, SaaS, doesn't matter. This will work for you. And it's helped over 250,000 sales teams from Google, Amazon, Facebook, Slack, IBM, you name it. So if it can work for them, it will work for you. And for those that don't know who I am, I'm Brandon Bornancin, the CEO and founder here at Seamless.AI. I started in sales with my own company for the online gambling industry. I built a company that sold for party poker, full tilt poker, and I was able to generate over $12 million in sales because of the list, and the list fundamentally changed my life forever for the better. Then they made online gambling illegal, and I launched a second company called InMobile. That company failed because I didn't have the sales list, and then I ended up quitting entrepreneurship and selling for IBM and Google, where I was able to become a top 1% salesperson because I was able to build lists, sell the list, find all these ready-to-buy decision makers with credit card in hand, using a specific technology that I built, and then quit quit basically working and went all in on building Seamless.ai from the ground up. And my goal to help all of you in this session and anyone that uses any of our products, services, you name it, our goal is to get you into President's Club insanely fast. President's Club means that you've generated over 100,000 or $1 million in sales. And that's the goal of this presentation on 10 secrets to booking 51,927 meetings and how you can too. Also, I see Martin Hoffman. Great to see you. Jeff, Amanda, amazing. And by the way, these numbers aren't just made up. So literally, I had my Salesforce guy yesterday. I said, how many meetings did we book this past year? And he pulls the number, 51,927 meetings. Then last year, we almost doubled it, 26,075 meetings. So what we share with you today is the exact system, playbook, strategies, secrets we've used to do 51,927 appointments and how you can too. So secret number 1, crush your quota with the secret sales math. So in order for you to crush your quota, you need to first start by breaking down your daily sales quota break down your sales quota into daily KPIs. So you need to understand the number of leads that you need to generate, the number of appointments, the number of closed deals that you need to hit every single day to crush your sales quota. And in order to do this, you have to take your annual quota and break it down by the day. Success begets success because of the things that you do every single day. The hard work that you put in building lists every day, the leads that you research every day, the appointments, the sales, all of your success is generated by the daily work repeated in and day out to then hit your annual quota. So what this means is you need to take your annual quota, whatever that is, 100,000, 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, and divide that annual quota by 265 sales days in a year. This will give you the bare minimum you need to achieve every single day to hit your quota, because there's 265 sales days in a year. Take your annual quota divided by 265, boom, you're right there. So to break this down, our sales reps, they've got $1 million sales quota, okay? So annually, boom, quota is $1 million. Next, you got to take your deal size. So let's just say your average deal size is $5,000. Well, you take $1 million divided by 5,000, that's 200 deals you need every single year. Then you want to divide the 200 by your appointments, click-through rate, or conversion rate. So let's just say out of every lead, every appointment, you divide that by 20%. Boom. Now we've got 1,000 appointments we need to generate a year to hit the 200 deals to get to where you need to go. Oh, yeah. Sounds like someone's not on mute. We'll get you on mute. Brandon, hold on. Let me see. Who's not on mute? Okay. Awesome. So once you take the 20% divided by the deals, that gives you the amount of appointments you need, 1,000 appointments. And then you take your lead conversion rate. So the amount of leads that you convert into booked appointments, let's just say on average, we typically see 2.5%. You divide that, boom, 40,000. So annually, we know what we need to do. 1 million quota, $5,000 average deal size. What that means, we need to generate 200 deals for the year, 1,000 appointments. That means we got to prospect 40,000 leads. So what you want to do now is take that annual quota, break it down by day. And by day, you'll see, hey, every day I got to generate 3.7K in MRR. I got to close 0.75 deals. I've got to book 4 appointments, and I got to go after and prospect 151 leads. And to crush your sales quota, the number one secret is you just got to develop the simple sales math. That is secret number one. Now, secret number two, you got to challenge yourself to do more. And absolutely, Amanda says, yes, the recording of this presentation will be shared with everyone. So the next secret is you have to challenge yourself to do more. And I love the rule of 3. I love taking the daily quota and multiplying it by 3. And what this ensures is you never miss your sales quota ever again if you're putting in 3x the amount of work to hit the quota. So if you did 3x the amount of work, okay, you got to go after 453 sales leads. You got to book 11 appointments. You got to close 2 deals a day, and boom, you 3x'd it. And why I think 3x is such a critical number to supersede and exceed and crush your sales quota is because, okay, 3x the daily activity is always going to be extremely difficult. So you're probably not going to hit it, or you may come close to hitting it, or you may hit it and crush it, right? But if you miss it and you miss it consistently, at least you're doing way more than 1x the daily quota required. So between 1x and 3x, you land in between there with the leads, the appointments, the sales you need to generate. You're going to absolutely ensure that you crush your sales quota. So that's the next secret, 3x the daily activity, and do whatever it takes to try to hit that daily activity to be successful. So the next secret, let's go to the next secret. And let me know if you've got any questions in the chat, guys, and we will be sure to cover it. But the next secret, the list will get you rich as long as it's the right sales list. If you fish in a pond where there are no fish, you're not going to catch anything to eat, and you're going to starve to death on the island. But if you fish in a sea that's got whales, you're going to eventually catch one of the whales and you're going to eat forever. So the list will get you rich. The life you want is going to be fueled by the lists that you can build and sell to. And we've studied thousands of President's Club winners. These are people that have generated over $100,000 to $1 million in sales. And the number one thing that they said was the key motivator, the key driver, the key secret was they built the list, they sold the list. And that's why you need to go all in on list building every single month, week, day. If you try to do it manually, by the way, you don't want to build these lists manually because you're going to waste 50% of your time selling. You know, you want to be making sure that you're building these automatically, leveraging technology in advance, find the list, build the list, sell the list. Also, more personas equals more problems. So you want to get very niche with your lists. If you try to sell to everyone, if you try to catch all the fish, you catch none. If you try to catch all the rabbits, you catch none. You want to go very specific, not more personas equals more problems. You want to pick the specific industries, the specific personas, and we'll get into that here. The next secret with list building. So once you're sold on the lists, like I got to go all in on lists, whether finding the list, building the list, selling the list, you got to make sure you automate it and you don't waste any of your time. Sales reps waste up to 4 to 5 hours a day on endless list building. And luckily you've got technology like Seamless that automates it all, where you could use our search engine to quickly find emails and cell phones and insights for anyone in the world. You could leverage it on top of LinkedIn, on top of social profiles, on top of any website. And that way you're not sitting there for 4 hours a day trying to build your list. You one click, boom, get emails, cell phones, and insights for every single person in the world that you need to sell to. And you can automate it all to your CRM instantly. Awesome. So bad lists versus good lists. You want to pick a niche to get rich. The Benjamins are in the niches. So what I mean by this, account niches, the Benjamins are in the niches. So when you try to sell to a broad list of accounts that are in a magnitude of different industries, different employee sizes, different technologies, different revenue sizes, different locations. So when you've got multiple demographics of leads, you don't cut through the noise with your messaging, with your scripts, with your lists, right? So instead of going wide, you want to go super narrow. What's the one industry, the one employee size, the one tech size, the one revenue size, the one location that will change the game forever with the list? So that way your messaging, when you're writing to the one industry, one employee size, one tech size, one revenue size, it slices through the noise and lights them up like a Christmas tree or like the 4th of July. And then they easily book the appointment with you because your messaging hit on their biggest problems, pain points, you name it. Same goes with contact niches. When you're building your lists, you got to pick a niche to get rich with contact niches. The Benjamins are in the niches. You don't want to sell and build a list and then sell and market to a wide list that's in multiple departments, multiple titles. You know, oh, I'm going to go after these types of accounts. They're in 5 different industries, in marketing, in sales, in IT, in HR. Like messaging doesn't relate to those different departments, those different titles. So you got to get specific. You got to get lasered in on the niche for the contacts. So that way they're more prone to booking an appointment with you insanely fast. And that's why we always recommend how we were able to book 51,000 appointments roughly in the past year. We would go after very niche contact lists. Hey, what's the one department, the one group of titles, the one seniority level, the one roles that I need to sell to? And then I'm going to write my messaging to be laser focused on them. So the life you want is going to be fueled by the list that you sell to. And now I'm going to go into copywriting. So how to sell anything to anyone. The way you could sell anything to anyone, this is a great secret, is you need to master the bridge script. So the bridge script is you got a person right here, Johnny, okay? And he is got his biggest problems, biggest pains, struggles, and then you've got the same person across the bridge where their dreams, desires, goals. So what you want to do is they're right here. This person is point A. They're trying to get to point B. Let's just say they're on an island here. You got to build the bridge that takes them from their biggest problems, their biggest pain, their biggest struggles to their biggest dreams, desires, and goals. So you want to eliminate the problems and the pains and the struggles, and then show them how we could get them all of their goals, dreams, and desires. This gives you an idea of what that looks like. And when we talk about where they're currently at today, so X equals where am I at today? The problems, pains, struggles, challenges. Next, Y is where I want to go, my biggest goals, my biggest dreams, my biggest desires. So when you write this script, the best way to build a bridge script is you want to say, we help X do Y without Z or W. We help X do Y without Z or W. And now I'm going to go into how you actually write this bridge script. So the best way to build a bridge. So bad messaging, and a bridge script is just like copywriting, script writing, you name it. Bad messaging. We help, like this would be for Seamless. We help companies increase sales with sales leads. You know, there's no persona. There's not really pain. There's not really problems. There's not biggest desires. There's not biggest goals, you name it. This is bad messaging to the core, right? It's super broad, super general. Good messaging, leveraging the bridge script, is we help X do Y without W or Z. X equals persona, Y equals biggest desire, W equals biggest pain, and Z equals biggest pain. So you want to do, we help persona do biggest desire without pain 1 or pain 2. And here would be an example of that. For Seamless, you know, we help SDRs at SaaS companies fill their calendar with back-to-back appointments on the hour, every hour, without being held hostage by endless manual list building and CRM data entry work. So we talk about, okay, who's the persona and what industries do they work for? Okay, SDRs at SaaS companies. Okay, and then what do we help them do? What is why, like their biggest goals, dreams? Okay, fill their calendar with back-to-back appointments on the hour, every hour. Okay, what's their biggest pain? Hey, we don't want them being held hostage, wasting all of their day, clickety clack clack, not getting anything done because they're building lists the whole time. And then I talk about also another big pain, CRM data entry, right? Well, us as SDRs, AEs, salespeople, we hate manual list building. So I highlight the biggest pains, I highlight the biggest goals, and you leverage this good messaging to break through the noise. So when you come in with your script writing and email, social, text, any of that, it just lights up the prospect and gets them to book appointments insanely fast. Also, another secret, you want to write out all of your sales scripts for each persona in advance. You want to write out your emails, your calls, your voicemails, your LinkedIn text, video. I assume a lot of you are already doing all of this, right? But just in case you're not, you always want to be writing this stuff out in advance all the time. Like you should never be launching a campaign, launching a prospecting outreach, and not being prepared, ready to go with what to say, how to say it on each day, each week, each month, you name it. All right, another secret, objection scripts. You want to write your sales objection scripts for each persona in advance. So what this means is you got to prepare for sales objections like you're Tom Brady studying game film to win the Super Bowl championship. Tom Brady studies game film 50 to 70% of his time. Like he's studying the offense, he's studying the defense, he's studying how can we win this game against this opponent. He literally studies game film. He tells everyone, like I study game film 50% of the time. I want all of you to operate like Tom Brady and study game film. I need you to be equipped with what to say and how to say it before you ever need to say it. Like to predictably and consistently close sales deals and generate more revenue than ever before, you have to be prepared to battle and overcome all of these objections. I'm not interested, no budget, it's too expensive, already working with someone, call me back later, I need to talk to my boss, send me more information, it's not a good time. All of these objections, there's only 10 to 15 total sales objections literally in the world. So if you know that the offense, right, let's just say your prospect is playing defense and their defense is to give you a sales objection, right? And you're trying to score a touchdown, i.e. close the sale. Well, on your way to closing the sale, they're going to throw out a defensive play like I'm not interested. They're going to throw out a defensive play like it's too expensive, already working with someone, you name it. So you want to be prepared to overcome these sales objections. You want to be prepared to overcome and score against this defense. So you write out a bunch of scripts. I recommend writing out 10 different ways to overcome every single sales objection. That way, when you interact and you engage and you come across that, you're ready to go. Oh, and let me just check. We got some Q&A. Okay, what is the best? We got Martin. Martin's asking a great question before we move on to the next one. What is the best methodology for identifying the specific issues and challenges for our target exec? Great question, Martin. One of the best ways that I've done that is look at job recs. So to figure out your persona's goals, needs, pains, problems, desires, challenges, Number one place I look is like job openings and job recs on all the job boards. They will tell you exactly what are their KPIs, what are their goals, what are their responsibilities, what do they need to accomplish if they took that new job. So you can pretty much get problems, pains, challenges, struggles, goals, desires, dreams, so that you can write your bridge script just by going on Google Jobs, Indeed Jobs, all the job boards, and you're off to the races. And then you want to pull all of this great content from all these different job boards into your sales scripts, into your messaging, into your persona, your niche writing. Next, we get a lot of questions about, hey, is the phone dead? Look, I believe the phone is your best friend. The phone is your best friend. And I want to give you one of the best openers that you can leverage to make as much money as possible on the phone. It's two-step. Step one, energy, happy day of the week, compliment. So step one, I want you to bring the energy. Happy Monday, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Tuesday. Huge fan, congrats on your success. You want to compliment the prospect because every person that you call, their radar is going to be up and they're going to be guarded, worried about getting your pitch, getting your sales call, getting your sales email, you name it. So when you come out of the gate positive, energetic, and you compliment them, their guard to not letting you pitch them and not letting you give them like the reason for your call goes down. You know, imagine anyone that compliments you. Oh, Brandon, I love your suit jacket. Brandon, I love your book. Brandon, I love your studio. My guard is going to be down. I'm going to be receptive. I'm going to be open. By the way, also, the person that's complimenting me, I don't know, are they a prospect? Are they a customer? Are they the press? Are they the news? Is it someone trying to hire me? You name it, right? So when you come out of the gate and you mention happy day of the week and you drop a compliment to your prospect based on the research that you know about them or the industry, lowers their guard. And then I hit them. You know, the best opener that we use is, hey, John, can I get 17 seconds real quick to tell you why I'm calling? Hey, John, can I get 27 seconds to tell you why I'm calling? I love asking for permission to go into why I'm calling. The 17 to 27 seconds, everyone's got 17 seconds. Everyone's got 27 seconds. So when you use the high energy, happy day of the week, can I get 17 seconds real quick? Even if they don't want to, everyone says yes, 99% of the time. And we've made millions of sales calls over the past few years. 99% of the time, they say, yes, shoot, I'm slammed, but go. I'm busy. It's not a good time, but go ahead. Because everyone knows 17, 27 seconds, dude, everyone's got that availability for you. Next, you know, we talk about, of course, you got to bring the tonality. You have to bring the energy. You have to bring the confidence. When you're reaching out to these people, you can't sound like a robot. You can't sound like you're in a call center. You can't sound bored, like you hate your job. When I talk to people, I'm like, let's go. This product, this solution will fundamentally change your life forever for the better. And my energy and my tonality, the speed at which I talk or the speed at which I fluctuate, enunciate different words to get them engaged, get them hooked in, get them interested. On every sales call, make sure you leverage tonality, energy, and confidence. And lastly, the last way to make the phone your best friend, texting. Texting is a game changer. I actually don't get a lot of sales calls. This is why the phone is your best friend as well. I rarely get any sales calls on my phone. But when people text me, every single person that texts me, I get back to them. It's wild. Texting is a game changer. It slices through the noise. It's the best one-to-one way of communication that's rarely used by salespeople. So I highly recommend leveraging it and crushing it using that channel. All right, now we're moving on to selling more with voicemails, the next secret. So on average, cold calls result in over 70% of the time, they result in voicemails. So what you want to do is you got to make sure that you are a guru at leaving voicemail that gets your prospects' attention. And the best way to do that, step one, what is in it for me? No one wants to listen to long, rambling voicemails. Step one, Sell what's in it for me on every single voicemail. Have a different script ready to go, each one communicating a different value proposition. And then step 3, you want to leave your message like you're on the big stage, like we had talked about. If you've done your homework, it's all about execution. Act like you're in a movie, act like you're on stage, leave an amazing, incredible tone, energy, like persona, bring that energy, bring that passion to that voicemail so that when they listen to it, they get back to you. And then over time, you want to track what voicemails are driving callbacks, what voicemails aren't driving callbacks. That's it for the phone. Now we're going to get into emails that generate a response. So the number one thing to improve with emails to get a response is your subject line. If they see a subject line and they don't open it and they don't read, your message from that email will never get delivered. It will never be seen. No one will ever reply to it. So the number one thing you can do is improve your subject line in every single email you send. And what makes a good subject line? Hey, make sure you're hitting on what's in it for me. Talk about removing the biggest pain. I talk about this red pill, blue pill, kind of like the matrix. Like the subject lines that perform the best, highlight what's in it for the prospect, highlights removing the biggest pains that that prospect is experiencing, or it's like taking a vitamin. It's helping them achieve their biggest desires. So you're either removing pain or you're helping them achieve their goals and dreams and desires. Red pill versus blue pill. And then lastly, you want to try to include an irresistible offer. If you could do like a free audit, free strategy, free competitor research, like free list, whatever you could provide, an irresistible offer for them to say yes to why they should meet with you. Like I always try to bring at least $1,000, $5,000 in value to the prospect for them to meet with me. What can you come up with that's worth $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 for your prospects to say, yes, I want that free list, free audit, free strategy, free research, free white paper, you name it. And also the first sentence of the email is going to be the most important after the subject line. So the email doesn't get read if they don't like the subject line. So you got to make sure that subject line covers what's in it for me, removes the biggest pain, achieves the biggest desire. And then that first sentence of the email is what's shown in Gmail and Outlook. So you want to make sure that subject line in that first email, boom, hits home on these. Awesome. We got some chats. Does the chat show? Cool, cool, cool. All right. Test short versus long copy. So emails that get a response, you want to test short versus long copy. Some of our top performing campaigns were super short copy. Some of our top performing campaigns were super long copy. And you got to make sure, again, it's all about everyone's listening to the same radio station. That radio station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? So make sure those emails are all about what's in it for them, how you could change their life forever for the better with your products, your services, your solutions. Here's an example of an email we just got yesterday. So this is an email I just got yesterday. Jonathan got it from American Airlines or someone trying to pitch us on why they should advertise on an airline. And this is massive. I don't even know. I don't recall what the subject line was, but we basically rewrote this because this was so bad. You know, we just said, hey, 7 million business travelers with credit card in hand for, and then account is the prospect's name. So we come out of the gate, John, huge fan and congrats on the Ad Age Award last week. So we personalize that first sentence. And then we say, hey, quick question. How would you like to reach 7 million passengers on every United flight? And then we go into like, that's like the value prop, right? And then we go into the research. Hey, I know you're spending 4 million in ads every year. I know that you're marketing to business travelers because you had, like, for this example, because you had an ad at the Newark airport. Well, I could get you in front of 7 million people on every United flight and then drop social proof. SaaS companies like Slack and ClickUp are hitting a 40-to-1 ROAS, return on ad spend, with this, and you can too. And then the call to action, connecting for 5 minutes. So as you can see here, we got the compliment, we've got the value prop, we've got the pain and the problem and the research, we've got the social proof, and then we've got the one call to action. This is one way that we would rewrite this terrible email to make it highly personalized and engaging for the audience here. All right, let's get into social. So I always get, just because we wrote 7-Figure Social Selling, I always get people asking me, hey, tell me the secrets to social. So step one, build a list of ideal customers on LinkedIn and follow them all the way through. So follow them on all these social channels like LinkedIn. So build a list of ideal customers, and then literally you want to hit that follow button so that you can see their updates. You can see their social posts. You can see everything that they're doing, and you're off to the races. Next, you want to create a connection quota every day. So every day, create a connection quota. What this means is every day, no matter what, I'm going to add 10 people to my LinkedIn network, 25 people, 50 people, 100 people. You get to decide. But how I went from 0 to over 60,000 connections was I first started and I was like, hey, every day I'm going to add 10 people. Then I increased it. Every day I'm going to add 25 people. Every day I'm going to add 50 people, 100 people. And then over time, from a brand new salesperson to senior salesperson, I was able to fly through that and grow my network because I had the daily quota. Remember, long-term success is daily results, daily activity, repeated day in and day out. Also, best practices for connecting. You don't want to pitch right away. You want to work to add value. You want to share strategies and secrets, ideas and best practices. And then after connecting, you want to interact with their posts. You always want to be interacting with their posts, engaging with their posts, and figuring out a way where you can build a relationship with these people one-to-one over digital. So you want to make sure you engage, cheer them on, interact, drop strategies, secrets on their posts, you name it. Build that relationship and you'll be able to leverage social to blow up your network. The secret to content creation on social and on LinkedIn. I highly recommend all of you practice writing every day. And the best place to start writing every day is to share secrets that you know to help your audience maximize their success. So you all know something, like if you're in marketing, sales, HR, IT, you've got ways to help them save money, make money, like save time, make time. Share these secrets that you learn at work or with your clients or with your customers and write them out. Also, some ways that I do it, I always follow mind map, outline, write. So I'm mind map. I put the idea, hey, today I want to talk about social. I'll put the topic social right in the middle of the page with a circle. And then I may do LinkedIn connection requests, LinkedIn messages, LinkedIn content writing, you name it. Boom. Now I've got 3 subtopics. So then I'm going to write about one of those subtopics from the mind map. So highly recommend everyone write every day and share your secrets, because I know a lot of you may get stuck on writing every day. You just got to share your secrets to help your audience maximize your success. We're getting towards the end of this, guys, which is great. But here, become a sales athlete. Next secret. I need all of you to think, operate, train like you're a sales athlete. And what do athletes do? Athletes try to improve 1% every day. You got to train every day. You got to try to get better every single day. So what that means is you got to build sales lists every day and try to build more. You got to role play every day. If you role played once, how do I role play twice a day? How do I role play 3 times a day? How do I role play 5 times a day? You got to listen to your sales calls. Start with listening to 1 sales call a day, then go to 2, then go to 3. You want to audit your own sales calls. You want to listen to your peers and competitors' sales calls. Recommend reading every day. If you want to become a top 1% salesperson, like this is why I wrote Sales Secrets. I interviewed hundreds of the best sales experts on their secret to success. I read 250 sales books, got all these secrets, and then applied it to become a millionaire in sales. If you read every day, the top sales books, the top marketing books, the top entrepreneurship books, recruiting books, you name it, you're going to learn the strategies and the secrets to be successful. And if you want to cut out 250 books, pick up Sales Secrets. It gives you every single secret from all the world's best top sales experts. You also want to invest in courses, in masterminds. Guys, investing in yourself creates compounding interest that is unstoppable. Every dollar that you invest, you're literally making like $10. I believe every dollar I invest in myself, learning, reading, studying, sales, mastering sales, role-playing, list building, prospecting, studying, reading, masterminds, I get $10 back. And that's why all my money, I'll just keep investing in myself and going massive because I know that every dollar, if I got $1 million and I invest $1 million in myself, boom, I'll turn it into 10. I invest 10, boom, I'll turn it into 100. It's a 10-to-1 ROI. Become obsessed with improving and improving 1% every single day. And by the way, if you become obsessed with improving 1% a day, guess what? The compounding interest of improving 1% every day, 365, means you'll be 37x better by the end of the year. So let's just say you make 100 grand. You improve 1%. The beginning of the year, January 1, let's say the beginning of this year, I'm going to pay you 100 grand and you improve 1% every day. By the end of the year, you will be worth $3.7 million if you improve 1% every day. That's the power of daily improvement, even if it's small. You could easily take 100 grand, turn it into 3.7, 50 grand, turn it into 1.35, 1.4. Like, that's powerful. You could always learn more. You could always improve. If you're not at 100% close rate, which none of us are at, then there's always something new we can learn and improve on. Also, lastly, I think this is the last secret. Don't let rejection stop you from trying. So in sales, you're going to get rejected. You're going to be told no. You're going to get passed on. From prospecting through close, inbound, outbound, everyone's going to tell you no. Everyone's going to reject you. You know, no one closes 100% of their prospects, although that's what I want your goal to be. I want you to believe that you can close 100% of your prospects, and I want you to work hard every single day with the lists, with the emails, with the copywriting, with the sales calls, with the voicemails, with the LinkedIn touches, with the pitching and the closing. I want you to strive for 100%, but remind yourself, look, I'm not going to close 100% of the time. You're helping people. So if your products and services can fundamentally change the life of other people, you need to do whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes to get in front of these prospects, to get your products and services in front of these people. And here's a great example. Look at Curry. He just hit all-time leader in three-pointers. He's made over 2,977 three-pointers in his career, but he attempted 6,903 three-pointers in his career and missed way more than he ever made. He's missed 3,926 three-pointers. He was rejected almost 4,000 times trying to become a top three-point shooter. But guess what? Now he's number one, because every day, no matter what, every game, no matter what, he would keep trying to shoot. He would keep trying to score despite the failure and rejection of missing. And you just can never stop taking shots, pitching, closing, prospecting, overcoming objections. Never stop, never quit. So conclusion, we're going to recap all the secrets. Oh, by the way, you get a free, since you attended the webinar today, you get a free license to Seamless. So go to Seamless.AI. Seamless will help you find emails and cell phones for anyone in the world. Make sure when you join, you use 102021 as the referral code, the promo code, and we'll get you hooked up. Also, for attending this session, you get a free copy of Sales Secrets. So we're going to email you out a free copy of my #1 best-selling book on Amazon, Sales Secrets, where I interview over 100 top sales experts on their #1 secret to sales success. So we'll get both of those bonuses to you. And then lastly, if you know of anyone who's looking for a job, we're hiring 125 remote US SDRs, your friends, your family, anyone you know, please refer them. We're hiring a state to state, country to countrywide, East Coast to West Coast, West Coast to East Coast, over 125 SDRs. We'd love to work with you. So to recap, we got the secret sales math. Challenge yourself to do more. Bad lists versus good lists. How to sell anything to anyone leveraging the bridge script. The phone is your best friend. Sell more with voicemails. You got to leverage emails that get a response. #1 thing is subject line. #2 is that first sentence and what's in it for me. Science of social. Follow all your prospects. Build a LinkedIn connection request quota that you stick to every day, and then become a sales athlete. Train every day, top 1%. And don't ever let rejection or no's stop you or slow you down mentally. Become bulletproof so that you can become the best salesperson in the world that you can be. Lastly, I hope all of you, all of these secrets, I hope help all of you win President's Club. Here, hand me the award, Louis. So President's Club, when you make over $100,000 in sales or over $1 million in sales, we ship you this custom award. This is the President's Club Award. This is our 7-figure President's Club Award. We ship this to you and we customize it to you with your name and everything on it. So I want all of you to work hard this next year, this past year, this next year. I need all of you into President's Club. My goal is to get 1 million people into the President's Club. And on behalf of everyone here, thank you so much for joining us. I truly appreciate you. It's Brandon Bornancin, the CEO and founder here at Seamless.AI. We are on a mission to help you connect to opportunity to positively impact billions. And it starts right now with you leveraging these secrets to make this next year your biggest and best yet. Don't hesitate to email, LinkedIn message, you name it. If you've got any questions, any thoughts, anything on everything we covered. Thank you so much, everyone.